Hello, hello.
Hello, squad. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah. 'Tis that day again of the art stream.
It is indeed. Good evening, gang. How are we today? I feel like I've been super busy. I had so many VODs to upload.
You really did.
Because I don't think I did it last week because I think
You didn't.
We had a house viewing, I think, so I couldn't do it. Hello, fucks.
Already on BRB?
Awesome.
Good start.
Love it. Yeah, I don't think I did it last week because I think we had a house viewing, so I caught up. And
Gotcha.
and yeah, they're processing at the moment. But I got myself fully up to date. I even got the 2 yesterday done.
Hey,
So
very nice.
So I got it. So that's why I had so much to do, but I got them back.
Sick. I think I've rewatched certain parts of our Dragon Age stream like 8 times. That fucking dog.
Oh yeah, I've rewatched the dog highlight from our
I think
Dragon
about
Age
that
stream.
Mabari
The
every day.
BB. I didn't like if there was gonna be like a thumbnail for the
I'll link
playthrough.
it
I
in
feel like the thumbnail needs to be you, me, and the pink glitched out
It has-
Mibari.
Truly, if I hadn't decided to make a meme comp of me and you playing Dragon Age before then, I have now. What the fuck?
Hello, friends. Kay and me are a pizza franchise in place now. Ooh, pizza!
I love that Kay and Naren have been playing Play Up. What a chaos duo.
It's amazing. But Naren is just working his way through the squad. Okay, he did.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did
He's
It
got a.
Takes Two
He's
with
the
you.
Zuko of our.
He did It
He's
Takes
got
Two with you.
funny
You did A
name.
Way Out with me. So now he's moved on to Kay. Eventually, he'll find a game to play with Das, and then he'll like do one with Spook.
Yep. Why? I can't find the thread on Twitter that I made with all our clips. Awesome Arcanine. She really owns that.
Yeah, I actually have this.
She really does. It's bigger than me.
Why do I hear boss music? Because I'm here. So it's the Final Fantasy VI Decisive Battle by Smooth and Groove, which is the boss music from Final Fantasy VI. Fun fact.
I really
Das,
need to tweet
hello! Thank you for subbing!
Hello, Das.
Thank you for subbing!
A snoot boob.
Tom, thank you so much for the card. I actually started tearing up a little bit in my kitchen because I didn't know it had arrived, and then Spook came home from work and he was like, "Oh, you've got a letter," and I was like, "Huh, that's bigger than I was expecting." And then I opened it up and I was just like,
People being wholesome again.
Tom's an old friend of mine from uni and college, and they were they were like, "Oh, I've got some Pokemon cards to send you," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, okay." And they included a card. I'll take a picture of it and let me show you. They included a card that they made, and it's me.
Aw. Oh, that's very cute.
And
You
they
get a pass.
nearly cried. It's so
Tom, you got a pass.
nice. Let me get the photo.
How are we today? I've spent all day with an absolutely nightmare headache from hell. And I have been on and off napping all day. But I feel a lot better now.
Ew.
Literally an hour before stream started, I was like, huh. I feel okay, actually.
The power of friendship.
Yeah. And water and meds and napping.
Yeah, and that also.
I also did a Hades run, which I beat, which is amazing.
Oh, wild.
Beating Hades with a headache. Thank God for Excalibur.
There you go, Curls.
I've unlocked
I'm sending
another
it to you.
part.
So yeah, so I had this
Aw.
pack. Isn't it adorable?
That's very good.
It's a
That's very
card,
cute.
and it opens up, and there's a message inside. And I was genuinely tearing up from it. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's very good.
I really wasn't expecting it. It's going to live I think I'm gonna put it in like one of those A5 clear wallets and pin it to the board.
It's going on the board.
That's where I think I'm gonna put it because I don't want to. I don't want to put a pin in it. So I'm thinking if I put it in a wallet and then put the pin through the wallet instead. I'm just like.
Hugs, chat. I feel like I'm hungover for a whole day after last night.
Oof, yeah.
D&D hangovers should be respected.
Hell yeah. D&D looks like hell for me. Well, we've been playing D&D...
D&D looks like hell for most people.
We've been playing for 7 years. We're very experienced at it. It doesn't look like that for beginners.
No. In fact, D&D doesn't even necessarily look like that. That's just the stuff we use because we all live in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
D&D, in theory, is just a bunch of people at a table.
Yeah, traditional D&D is done in person, but we do it online because we're nerds.
Yeah, and also we live in weird places. Who is your friend? Do you mean me or the Arcanine? I'm Curls. Well, I'm here. Yeah. I'm here the whole time.
She basically lives here.
More or less. In this little tiny box, this little orange-red box that you've got me in, I live here. Yeah, I don't actually exist outside of stream times.
I stream 6 out of 7 days a week, and Curls is present for 2 of those days.
That really do be my life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for you. Why?
She made that box herself.
I did. I chose this. Because I'm trapped in a box. That's fine. I was going to make a joke then, but I decided to
I think we both were, to be honest. I was about to say, don't worry, she came out a while ago, she's fine. Yeah. Actually,
oh my god. We were all going to make a closet joke. I hate us.
It's a good start, it's a strong start.
Yeah, hi, I'm Curls, I live in this box and I'm gay. Next. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you.
She's also my best friend. That's why she's here.
What is your pronoun, Box Girl? My pronouns are she, her, but I truly don't care. So go nuts.
She identifies as a problem.
I really do. I was going to tell you something and I really can't forget. I can't remember.
Really can't forget.
I really can't forget. I'm calling you Box T-Rex, that's fine by me. Pronouns are harlot of the devil. Did I tell you I told that story to my dad today?
I didn't realize your dad didn't know that story.
My dad did not know that story.
Amazing. What was his reaction?
He found it very funny. Oh. Oh, no, never mind. I remember what I was going to tell you, but I can't tell you on stream.
Oh, fair enough.
It's a funny thing. It's just a thing I can't tell you on stream. Sorry, stream. I will show you those streams.
Too spicy for Twitch.
I will show you.
It's
happened.
Hello. Oh, there it is! Pre-purchased! Pokemon
Focus, damn you.
We can see it. It's Pokemon Violet.
Yes, I got Violet.
She committed. It's good.
I did it. Literally, like an hour ago.
Fair. Yeah, when I met up with him at the weekend, I basically encouraged Kay to get Violet because I told him a couple of the version exclusives, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And then, like, the next day, he was like, "I've pre-ordered it."
The squad assembles. Identifies he, him, but in female fursuit, she, her. Got you.
Nice.
Yeah, it's funny how, like, I really thought most people were getting Scarlet, and now suddenly I'm like, wait, actually, I think we're pretty even. I
think we're 3 and 2. Me and Des are getting Scarlet, and you, Core, and Kay are getting Violet. I don't know what.
Did we have 8 as the initial
I don't know
number?
what.
How did we end up with 5?
Naren, I know you're playing the game right now, but are you getting one? And which one are you getting?
Naren.
What's the difference between for the Pokemon games? Just get both. That's the legendary generally.
There's basically none. It's just personal taste. It's personal taste. There's like 1 or 2 things different. It's just, yeah. Yeah, you don't need to get both.
You don't need to
get
both.
one or the other.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, they tend to have version exclusives that you can only catch in one. There tends to be a collection of maybe 10 to 20 that you can only get in one version, but because you can trade, it doesn't matter. I generally say it only really matters what legendary you get, because most people aren't willing to trade their legendary away because you only get one.
Yeah. I'm currently not playing because Kay's eaten dinner, but I got Scarlet.
Hey!
Right, so we are even.
We're even. We're three each. We're perfectly split.
And then if Das gets Scarlet, or if Das gets Violet, and then
no,
Frog gets Scarlet,
I think Das is getting Scarlet. Okay, me and Das, Das and Aaron are getting Scarlet.
We're even. Yeah. We've got 8 people and we're even. That's incredible.
So yeah.
Is the box T-Rex a floof, like spiritually? Oh wait, no, you mean me. I thought you meant the Pokemon from Scarlet for some reason. I am not, no.
No. You're asking
oh, she's a witch. That's
she's
correct.
A witch, yes. Kelsey's not a fairy.
I am not a fairy, I'm afraid. But I do know a lot of them, so what does that say?
Oh, save, thank you very much.
I apologise for not being able to talk today, chat. I just woke up from a nap. I've been napping. Also, I've been working too much. I can't talk to people anymore. I've forgotten how to speak.
Squad's always there to give you someone to speak to.
I know. I've just been busy. Cat update. This is fully healed now.
Hey!
She's done. She's healed.
She's gorgeous.
I can't fucking show this on screen, but yeah, there she is.
Yeah, beautiful. Look at that ink.
Still healed. Oh no, Gremlin mode. You know it. I don't know, by the way, I don't know what you unlocked, like, in the universe when you started playing Dragon Age Origins yesterday. There hasn't been, like, Dragon Age news, like, big Dragon Age news in a while. And literally the day after you started playing Origins, we got official confirmation of the new comic and the trailer for the TV series.
The prophecy has been fulfilled!
Yeah, I get you, Husky.
They were just like, blue's here, blue's here, blue's
here! the chosen one has arrived! The TV show looks so good. Absolution looks so good. Is that what's called Absolution? I can't remember now.
I don't know.
I'm so excited, I can't even tell you. Box T-Rex new host.
No!
It's my stream now. I should stream more.
You should. You've basically taken over my Wednesday slot.
Yeah, and I will continue to do so unless I am stopped.
That's valid. That's valid.
I will take over more and more. I'm technically in the Sunday one as well. If you're playing Mystery Dungeon.
That's true, because one of the player characters is named after you.
That's true. I will follow Box T-Rex. Thank you.
Did you see my Mystery Dungeon playthrough this weekend?
I missed it because I was too busy.
That's fair. Basically, a lot of plot happened. And obviously
I saw the pop-up because I had Twitch background noise on, but just not yours.
Mm-hmm.
And it came up with the Dust Wars here, and I was like, oh boy, things are going down over there.
And it's so funny. It's one of those ones where, like, playing through the first time you wouldn't know, and playing through the second time it's like, well, I know now. I have cursed knowledge, and it's so funny me sitting there, and because obviously we're kind of, even though we can speak in the game, we're somewhat a silent protagonist. We don't tend to speak very much. So the companion Pokemon, which in this case is you, tends to do a lot of the speaking for me. Which means that quite often there are situations where you will just, like, dump all of my secrets on people. And I'm there going,
it's the reverse of real life.
So, like, Dustmore appears, and Carl's just like, oh, we should ask Dustmore for help. Turns around and just, like, tells all of the secrets, and I'm there just like, Carls, please! Stop telling them all of our secrets!
He's a ghost Pokemon, I can't help it.
But yeah, I mean, all the Pokemon in town love Dustmore so much. He's so cool and so talented.
Yeah.
He's so knowledgeable about everything. It's so mysterious how he just seems to, like, know everything.
It's amazing how Gideon Ofnir knows everything about the various Elden Ring bosses. I wonder how he learned that. That was a joke for maybe one other person in the chat. Not for Blue.
Nope, definitely not a joke for me. I ain't played Elden Ring. And I don't plan to.
I unfortunately do. The all-knowing! I followed the Box T-Rex. Thank you. Every so often, I want to, on one of, in the coming weeks, stream Hades, but try and do a ridiculously high heat. I beg of you to stream God of War. I'm not getting God of War till the new year, unfortunately.
You can still stream it once you get it.
I might do that. It depends, because I feel like I'll see how I feel when I get a bit into it. I want to connect with it first.
Fair.
Is Hades god of the underworld correct? Elden Ring has a Welsh werewolf swordsman. His name is Blythe. He is everyone's husband.
Yes. I will sue because I made a werewolf OC that was called Blythe before it was cool.
Hades is Hades game. Yeah, correct.
Hades game, yeah.
I encountered a mechanic in Hades that I did not know existed today.
Oh, that's a rare occurrence.
I know, right? There's apparently a rank system now?
Nani?
I don't know yet. I'm working it out. Am I experiment or am I a mistake? All my OCs.
Oh dear.
Yo, you were all spared today by my headache, because if I didn't, I was literally just gonna find like any get to know my OC meme and just rant about Pyre on Twitter.
Oh dear.
We had like a slight
conversation.
Yeah, we had like a slight conversation about Reaper OCs last night, and like Pyre took over my brain and my soul and my heart. I love my boy. Speaking of your OC's curls, laughing at Volpix curls being like, hey, Dust Noir, meanwhile Pox in the corner screaming. God. Anytime anyone's like parroting off all their secrets very naively, Pox would be like, I fucking hate you.
Again, it's cursed knowledge.
Yep. I'm so excited. I'm gonna say this every week while we're playing it. I'm so excited for Dragon Age Stream Noir. I'm gonna bring this up every week as if it's a new topic somehow. You're like in it now.
I am. Merge these points together.
Julia.
Is this Blender?
Blender?
Sure is. I'm back in Blender again.
I need you to know, when you were streaming this the other day, I did say that out loud to myself in an empty room.
Good.
Because I saw the notification come up. And I was like, Julia.
Know that I mentally heard you. Know that I mentally heard you say it.
Every time you see the icon on your desktop, no.
Yep.
I need you to know as well, Blue, I've also been desperately, I know I like spent a whole thing on this stream planning my team for Ultra Sun, and I have fully forgotten.
Valid. I kind of knew you would.
And then I tried to find the VOD, but I couldn't remember, it was like ages ago. So I started making another team, but then I made a team that was impossible.
Impossible team, what?
Well, because it had... Who was it? Who was the problem? It had Dragonite on it.
Oh, interesting.
But you can't get a noodle until the end of the game.
Oh, whoops.
But it's currently Incineroar, Mawile, Trevenant, Mudsdale, Ampharos.
It's pretty good.
And then I've got another slot.
Yeah.
I don't know what to put in it.
You'll know it when you find it.
I'll know it when I get decked by somebody.
And you go, there's the glaring type weakness.
Yep.
Is
the only way I learn.
Is it water types? Oh no, you've got your Ampharos now.
Yeah. I was surprised how many of these you encounter early. The only problem is obviously I need to trade a Phantomp, which I will be bothering you about.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is good games. Yeah, I've been nice coming back to them because I beat Moon really fast, and obviously I'm getting myself hyped for
Scarlet
Violet.
Yeah.
So it's felt like stretching again. Be like, oh god, because I didn't play Sword and Shield either. So
yes, you've had a bit of a Pokemon break.
Been a while.
It's been a while.
Do you have a sheet with paper with the Pokemon strengths and weaknesses? I do not. I use the Pokemon team planner. If you Google it, you'll find it, and it'll tell you if your team's missing out on anything. Which I need because I don't know type matchups very well. I know random ones. Blue has witnessed this. If I've got like some kind of aphorism to remember it, I'll know it.
Yeah,
if I think
I taught you a couple.
You did, yeah. Couldn't name them, but I probably do. I know you've taught me some of the ones I do.
I taught you that Fairy is weak to steel because fairies are burnt by iron.
Iron, yeah. I always feel... I always mentally, I'm like, sorry, Blue, every time I remember 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I use a lot of... When I play Pokemon, I have a lot of things open because I'm not very good at holding things in my brain.
Yeah. It's actually really irritating because we're playing through Pokemon Colosseum at the moment. And they added in, between obviously Gen 1 and Gen 2, and they added in Dark type and stuff. And so there's now seems to be this weird running joke in our playthrough that when it comes to like ghost types, psychic types, and dark types, we can never get the type matchup correct. And I'm sitting there like, no, it's 100% they're weak to dark, and then like we use a dark type attack on them and it doesn't work, and they're like, you're wrong, and I'm like, the game is wrong.
No, I can't imagine like going back to gens where types didn't exist anymore. Like, obviously, I played Brilliant Pearl, but they'd reintroduced Fairy
yeah,
into that. So like going back to like gens where Dark and Fairy didn't exist, like
yeah. Because I had Togekiss on my team as a beefy thing. It literally, when they announced that Brilliant Diamond was going to have the Fairy type, I was like, I'm 100% having Togekiss because a flying Fairy type is the perfect antithesis to Cynthia's ground dragon type Garchomp. And I was right. I curb stomped that dragon.
And the serotonin limitless. Yo, this is such a random thing to say, but for chat, if any of you are D20s fans, a little while ago, the Sig Figs Collective remastered their Crown of Candy album, and there's a song on it called Bitterness, which is like a heavy metal song, because there's no like genre that they keep to. They do it per character, so they change it up every time.
Right.
And Bitterness, they made a like metal or rock song, and it's so fucking good. It's so good. I was listening to it the whole time we were doing the claw fight, so anticipate it on blend playlists, friends. I have blend playlists with. Brain rebooting mood. I've had like this one thing that I have wanted to write for ages, But I literally just, every time we do stream, I open it and I look at it and go, no.
Not today.
But every time I'm like doing work, I'm like, God damn, I really want to be writing this right now. It's like, go away.
I'm going to do some brain thinking again of how I'm like gonna be, how I'm slicing this geometry.
You're slicing the Arcanine?
Yeah. Well, the geometry. There's a difference.
Is it like one of those hyper-realistic cakes?
God, that would be upsetting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's why I was surprised when you said it. I was like... Do you mean Spook and Sadie? If so, that's very funny. Blue, that's for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was concentrating. How was the old man and the cat? Yep, they're good. He's very angrily coming into the room from the kitchen because he heard me say that out loud. He's very angrily looking at me from the doorway. They can't see you, you know that, right?
Oh, they can feel me.
Spiritually, Spook is an old man.
The dark, for the ghost psychic incidents. I have words. There are opinions.
The game is wrong.
No, you are wrong. What actually happened was...
Be
we
quiet,
had a
Grandpa.
fight, and I used one of said moves, and it didn't work, and you two berated me like I was some sort of heathen, that I wasn't paying attention, that I was a moron.
No,
then
that's not what happened.
Yes, it was, because it came to one of the subsequent turns, and I turned to both you and Stanji and said, right, what move do I use when I had the choice of a psychic, a ghost, and a dark move? And both of you remained silent. Stanji looked me in the eye and then said, oh, I wasn't looking at you. I was looking elsewhere. Neither of you had the answer, so you can't blame me.
These videos are going to be so funny when they upload. I'm in the process of editing them because there's a lot of... It's Pokemon, so there's a lot of grinding, so I'm editing them out. They're very funny.
Oh god, I'm so excited. To be honest, Blue, Spook, and Sanji playing anything, and I could just refer to you in the third person, but like, you guys playing any game together is funny.
Yes, it is.
Because you guys are just ridiculous.
We have good chemistry.
I know this from hanging out with you in real life and playing playing Catan with you for many hours. I'm still giggling about the chat calling Spook an old man.
Aska's been calling Spook an old man for ages.
Oh my god, that's so
Spook
good.
takes offense very much.
I know this.
Spook will be the first person to call himself old, but the moment someone else does, he gets very angry about it.
He's very upset about it. I forget people's names and call them some things. Yeah, that's fine.
That's valid. Yes, and Sadie the cat is also doing well. She's like been asleep almost all day, and
she was very funny during D&D yesterday.
Continuing to be asleep.
Yeah, she was very funny after D&D yesterday. She was such a gremlin.
She just likes to have a cuddle.
Oh my god! Speaking of, Phoebe was so ridiculous earlier. Phoebe's my dog, chat. Because I've been napping all day. So I've been working all day most days this week, for like the last 2 weeks. So I've been downstairs a lot and like she'll take up the big sofa and I'll have the little armchair and I'll work and she'll sleep because that's our dynamic. But because today I've been like not very well and napping all day up here, I went down to go make my dad a cup of tea, and she looked like I had died and come back from death.
Oh, no! You're alive!
She was like, so my dad was like, look, she's here, and Phoebe like jumped up onto the sofa and was like pouring at me, and I was like,
Aww,
I hope you weren't legitimately worried. I was literally upstairs. I came down a few times and waved at you.
Fuck you.
Thank you, sweetie. He came in and brought me a cup of tea, but he had the final laugh because he spilled some of it on me, and that was really fucking hot.
Oh.
It was fine.
Thank you, Dad.
He's hot too.
Thank you. I love that the moment I tell people, like, oh, I need to start gathering clips for a channel trailer, I get, like, 3 or 4 clips a stream now, which is great.
Yes. Did Dog try to kill you? No. Phoebe's just very needy as a puppy. She's not a puppy, she's very old, but like she has attachment issues.
Aww.
So she just like she wants to be like just like touching some part of you at all times. So she did nearly beat me to death with her tail wags because she's got a very large tail, but she's a sweet baby.
So sweet, so sweet.
I've been slowly training her because I need to. I bought her a bunch of new toys. Oh my god, I'll get back to that in a second. But also I had to buy some little nail things because her nails have started to grow like hooked.
Yes.
But my god, she is the most well-behaved dog in the world. But my god, does she not like people touching her paws? Turns out. So every day I've been trying to get her to just let me hold her paw and like hold the like clipper to her paw without actually doing it. Just let me go near it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a process. But she did nearly kill me yesterday because I was laughing so hard. Was it yesterday? No, day before. It was because I was working late, and I was like fully like, I wonder when my back is bad, but some of the ways I sit when I'm working in that armchair downstairs, you'd be amazed. But I was like fully gremlined up, typing away. And she came around the corner, and I hear her before I see her because her tail whacks into the wall and the door.
Oh, bless.
And so she was like, she came around the corner. Phoebe's very sweet. She's a rescue, and she always needs to have some kind of toy. So she always is carrying some kind of toy in her mouth, but she has this teddy bear that she carries around. And as part of the toys that I bought her this week, there was also like a little like squirrel that doesn't have any like stuffing in it, so that you can like break it and not have stuff over it.
Yeah, I think I've actually seen those.
But she came in and she had the teddy bear in her mouth and her tail was going, and she came around the corner and just resting on top of her head was this very flat squirrel.
Oh no!
Just resting like that on top of her head. And she was just walking around. And I swear to God, I have never laughed so hard. And my dad came around the corner like 2 seconds later and was like, "You see this?" Apparently my dad had put it there as a joke, but she just accepted it and has been walking around with it. Oh my god, I wish I had a picture of it. It was so
Blessed
funny.
baby. I wish that we'd actually been streaming at the time, but it was literally when we'd finished streaming. It was after art stream. Do you remember when I cuddled Sadie? I had my cam on and it was just 2 of us chatting, and then just from the bottom of the camera up comes this leg. Very slowly.
I do remember that.
It just comes straight up like a flagpole, and I just stare at it for a while, and I'm just like, "Ma'am, what's this leg doing? What's
Can
this?"
we see dog? If I can remember where I put my phone, then yes. There it is. Hang on, let me source Phoebe pictures.
Show us your dog.
So I took my meds, fine. Stop yelling at me. I can't bring her up here because she's not allowed, and also she wouldn't be able to jump up because her hips are bad.
She's old lady like Sadie.
She is. She's not super old, but she is older. I actually don't remember how old she is right now. This might not show up particularly well on camera.
Aww.
That's with aforementioned Teddy.
Sweet.
If I can get it to focus, that'd be lovely. Go on, camera, you can do it. I believe in you.
Redeem save, but it's not working. Hasn't popped up in the chat.
My camera won't focus on her, but she's there.
Yeah, there wasn't a log of it in the chat.
One of the...
Oh no.
So to find that picture, I literally just searched pet into my Google Photos, and one of the last ones that comes up.
Why do you have that photo?
Because it's the one where I'm taking a selfie and then you try and camera bomb it.
Oh, it's the photo bomb one.
Yeah, she's in the back.
It's the photo bomb one. You know what? Best photo. It's the best photo. Because they're looking hecking elegant, like God's gift to women, and I'm just in the background like that.
The next photo on my phone, I won't show because you're just like chilling in your PJs. But Sadie is like fully like doing
Smush.
that.
Yeah, the full smush.
We have a good time.
Hi, cool.
Hey, cool. Welcome to madness.
Ah.
Hey, there it is.
I'm trying to remember the trick I used to do. I think I actually remembered it now. Select face. Extrude. Scale inwards. And then delete that face. And suddenly I've got 3 edges instead of 1. Yes, I remembered it. I'm remembering things. Remembering skills I haven't had to use for several years.
Anytime you two are in the same room, it's madness, so I'm used to it already.
What do you mean?
That's correct. You're old? No, she's not.
Not old. I'm happy. I'm a child forced to do adult things in an adult world.
You say making a Blender 3D model of your giant Arcanine.
Like buy a house and have mortgages. Ugh.
But you're also 3D rendering your giant Arcanine plushie right now.
It's the little things.
Oh.
The goal is to buy a house so that I have more space for my Arcanine plushie.
That's not little. Very true, it's taller than me. And I am little. Love you, Spook. Not a high hurdle? Fuck you guys.
Wow, everybody's being very aggressive tonight.
How big is plushie? Well, at least 5'1".
It's 5. Yeah, it's 5 foot something. I want to say 5'4".
Yeah.
From head to tail. So obviously when he sets.
Jokes on you, Core. They already have an air fryer.
Yes, we have an air fryer. It's technically standard use.
That means you have an air fryer. But yeah, it's at least 5'4" is probably like end to end. Yeah. And then it like is my torso and height. It's cute. If you put it on a love seat sofa, it fills the sofa.
Yeah, it fills the entire sofa. Like when he's sat on his belly, he's not as high. His height is head to tail. So when he's held sideways, he's as tall as a person.
So she is smaller than me, 5'7". Not by much. It is very funny if I sit next to it though, like when it's sat down, because it's like head height with me.
Yeah. It's head height with most people when they're sat on the sofa. There is a clip somewhere in the clips which is of me getting it. The package and the plushie got delivered while I was streaming.
And now it's a cat mansion.
So there is a clip which will probably again go in the highlight reel of me receiving said giant Arcanine on stream.
I'll see if I can find it, chat. How is that? How is that Dragon Age Mavari clip now one of your most viewed clips?
It's because both of us keep rewatching it.
Yeah. I found the... Enjoy.
Rewatch my own clip. It's just me doing happy wiggles.
Yeah.
Just me standing there going, yee! Oh god. I can't even hold him. He's just so big.
I love the wall of your other Pokemon plushies in the background, looking on in despair, knowing they've been replaced.
They're still here. The Arcanine is in the bedroom because honestly he doesn't really
He's
fit
too
anywhere.
big.
He doesn't really fit anywhere else.
Yeah.
I would love for him to live in the background of my streams, but he is actually too big.
I really love this section of clips where it's that one, the one where you assassinate me on this stream, Varus's stupid dragon killer plan, the textures are too quiet from the Dragon Age stream last week, and then your YouTuber apology.
That was a good one. All very good ones.
All high tier clips.
Yeah, I think all of those will go in the video.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. We have fun here.
I was in a Discord chat the other day, literally like a couple of days ago, and we were discussing Pokemon, and I actually said to them, I was like, fun fact, I actually owned the giant Arcanine plushie, and someone's response was, be right back, I gotta go rob somebody. And I was like, oh no! Oh no, this is not a safe space!
Suddenly this is not a safe space anymore. Is this a spell gonna be on the highlight reel? No, because I made that one, right? I mean, it can be, I don't give a shit. It's also got the Wii music in the background, which I feel would detract from.
Yeah, well, you mentioned you made the reference of you made the clip of like I cast shield and is this a spell? But the thing is that since that we've now made that joke about 20 times, so you now need to make a second compilation, which is us all saying is this a spell?
Oh my god, I truly can't bring I don't have the dedication of a YouTuber meme maker because finding every instance of the "is this a spell" joke would kill me.
Fair. That's fair.
Charizard best Pokemon? Not true, but I respect it. It's a good choice. It's a respectable choice. This is a Arcanine Ninetales space.
I know. We love our fire canines in this stream.
Yes.
Cuz I'm so excited for Scarlet and Violet. You have no idea.
I know.
But see, the thing is that it actually physically hurts me because I don't care about spoilers, so I actually went and looked in the leaks and saw some.
Yeah, you know more about this than I do.
I've looked at some of the new Pokemon. I don't know all of them, but I actually looked at some of them, and I'm like in pain.
I'm excited to go on this journey with you. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a fun time.
And the thing is, I know what the starters evolve into, and I still aren't 100% sure which one I want. I'm like,
you're gonna have to roll a dice at this rate.
Like, part of me is thinking of going for the water one just because literally everybody's going for fire. It's like the Oshawott syndrome of like everybody hated Oshawott and nobody picked him. And I'm like, Quaxly's good and his evolution's good, and literally nobody's picking him.
So it's gonna be a sympathy pick.
I do default to water a lot.
It's true.
Because the thing is, in looking at the leaks, it's like my mind already began to form a slight team, and it's like, typing.
Classic blue.
You're gonna be doubling up because, like, I've said this before. I think I literally said this on my art stream the other day. Like, I feel when there's a new generation, I want to try to keep my team using the new generation as much as possible, because otherwise it's like I'm just replaying like a game I already did. I've done a Doggo team run where I had an Arcanine and a Lycanroc and the Alolan Ninetales and a Zoroark. I had them all in my team and it was really fun. But if I do that again, well, I'm basically just playing the same game again. So it's like, yeah, trying to. I love them, but I gotta try to resist it.
I do that, and I also try not to use Pokemon I've already used. Which, if I do all Ghost Team, which is a reality I'm facing, will not be a thing, because I'm potentially going to have Trevenant in Ultra Sun as well. But I think even if I do an all Ghost Team, I'll have Pokemon I haven't used before.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not true. I've always used Gengar.
The problem here is that I can comment having seen spoilers, but obviously I don't want to spoil it for you.
Right, yeah.
It's like I can offer you a comment, but like, I don't know. If you want an organic, you probably want to discover stuff yourself.
If it's to do with Pokemon evolutions, I don't want to know.
That's fair. It's not. I guess it's the general thing of like looking at the lineup. Ghost Team is valid.
Oh yeah. No. I've seen how many fucking ghost types, even the ones that have been like publicly announced.
Yeah, that's it. Even out of the ones that they've publicly announced, but there's even more new ghost types. Like I think. I can't fully remember because I glanced, but I think even you could meet both of those criteria. I think you could have a full ghost team and they can all be new. There's a lot of ghost types. There's a lot of ghost types. I was actually quite surprised when I was looking at it.
Ghost Team is real. Yeah, I feel insane saying that for a first run, but here we are.
Again, terrestrializing means all bets are off.
It's valid. It works, but it goes against every instinct.
Same. It goes against mine. That's why, like, I can't decide on my starter because I'm like, I don't want to double up on typing, and I'm like, it doesn't matter if you double up on typing because you've got a third type that you can add when you terrestrialize.
It's gonna happen.
Like, it doesn't matter if It isn't, by the way. I'll say now, it isn't, as I'm using it as an example. I was to say, it doesn't matter if the water starter is water and flying, because I could then add, like, hecking electric to it.
Yeah.
It isn't water flying.
Go for the little croc boy that goes. Yeah, so am I.
Everybody's going for
I always pick the fire.
Everybody's going for it. And that's why I'm like, I feel bad for the water starter. Nobody loves them.
Yeah. Vicky's going Sprigatito, as you might expect.
Yeah.
Which means, for the first time in I think about 8,000 gens, I can beat my sister with my starter. Because Vicky almost always goes for the water starter, and therefore she always kicks my ass. That is true, Husky. I'm going water again. We got some. It'd be so funny if we're evenly split on starters.
That would be quite funny.
That would be hilarious.
You're taking fire and Des is taking fire.
Yeah, and then you and Cora are both taking Quaxley potentially.
I think I might potentially take Quaxley. Yes. The thing with the water, the problem I think.
What are the chances that Kay is going to go for the weird cat?
High, because he told me. Because he told me.
Very high. Oh, fair. So what would that need? That would need someone else to go weird cat as well, and then we'd be even.
I guess it depends what Naren will pick.
Fuck cool.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where I'm like, I look at them all. I look at all of them, and I'm like, they're all valid. I kind of like all of them. Like if I genuinely rolled a dice and did it random, I'd probably be happy with any number.
Yeah.
And again, because everybody's playing it, it's like, well, it'll probably take us like 2 days for us to find the daycare and then just breed eggs, and then we'll all have all the starters.
Yeah.
And then it's a moot point.
It's gonna be. I'm so excited for this. Like, we're all gonna be in one world, like fucking around and finding out.
Yeah,
Friday's gonna be lit.
it is. I'm excited for Friday.
Also, my current favorite artist is dropping new music on Friday, so I'm living.
Oh, sick. Oh, time
Yeah.
to be alive.
Yeah. I am truly like, I'm basically doing overtime on what I'm working on right now so that I can just not do shit on Friday but play Pokemon.
Yeah, I think I'm somewhat doing the same. I mean,
Yeah.
behind the scenes, I feel like I've been doing this for like 2 weeks now. I wouldn't think it would be that hard, but I've been trying. I have been looking at getting a Discord set up.
Yes, this
And
is true.
there's like behind the scenes stuff that I'm messing with for it. Which, by the way, shout out to people. If something goes fucky with like my messages, it's because like I'm like messing with obviously like privacy settings and things. I'm hoping
Gotcha.
that it's not breaking stuff because I don't see any changes on my end.
Cool. Husky has to go now. See you, Husky.
Bye, Husk. We'll see you soon. Someone just got doxed on stream and in the Discord. It really killed the mood today. Wow, that's topical to what I just said. Hence why I do the privacy things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sort of exemplifies what I just said of like, you know, make sure your privacy
Being careful.
check your privacy settings, guys. Here's a shout out: enable two-factor authentication, and just make sure that your settings are safe.
Yep.
It's just a good
Safety
thing to
check.
do. Yeah, shout out to making sure your safety settings are on.
Yeah, we'll have a good night. See you, Husk.
Yeah, take care.
Made legit work from home Friday. I truly like I think it's pretty well established that we're just gonna take over one of the Discord VCs
Yes.
and just people drop in and out of Pokemon all day.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. I might do another post in the Pokemon channel like I did last week when the leaks started getting revealed of like, yo, Pokemon's out. This channel's going to be full of heckin' spoilers, and voice chat is probably also going to be full of heckin' spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, then don't join.
Yep. It's gonna be the Pokemon time.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Be a good time.
So I've said it on the other streams, if I'm sensible and stick to the schedule, I should stream with Spook, but I really want to play Pokemon.
It might not happen.
It might not happen. Also, tomorrow's art stream that's meant to be starting at 2 isn't going to happen because I've got another house viewing to go to at 3.
So only Dragon Age stream tomorrow.
Only Dragon Age stream. Because adult things!
Maybe I'll stream. That might be a thing.
Stream my place. Oops, save. Thank you.
I've been posture checked. But I might also do more work so that I can have Friday off. That might also be what I do instead. I'll be outside game at 10 a.m. I know you're tired.
Mine's getting delivered to me, hopefully.
Mine's already downloaded.
I enjoy physical media.
No, you should have one because your life setup, the words.
What?
Your like shelving situation means that it looks good when you have all the physical versions. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right, I see.
Whereas I have no storage. So. My storage situation is currently in an absolute shambles because I'm working on my thesis and I keep taking books out, just digging through for books.
It's like when you're making stuff for homebrew for D&D, and it's like, well, now I need Tashas,
For
now I
real,
need
yeah.
follows, and now I need.
We can't all be
something
K
again.
and have them to our immediate left.
I mean, I can if I want. I just choose not to these days.
Well, you got to share that desk.
Yeah, that's why.
A lot of space.
There's also a VR headset down there.
No, true. should put my Switch back on charge.
Yeah, mine's back in the dock now because I'm like, I'm probably not going to play it between now and Friday, so it's in the dock and being charged. Probably going to play on the TV screen. I'm like nervous about two things for Friday. One is that like, if my game will get delivered, but they keep promising that it will be. And then my second one is that I'm scared I'm going to miss the delivery, but my brain is like, it's a Switch game, that fits through the letterbox.
Yeah, they'll go through your letterbox.
That's super thin, it'll go through the letterbox, but of course my anxiety brain is still like, but what if you miss it?
Level 89, very nice. Do one run of the level 89 dungeon with NPCs and you'll be fine. You'll be there. I've had the itch to play FF recently, but I just haven't. I think I'm gonna play some more Pouch Quests because they've added a bunch of Heavensward dungeons to the Duty Sport. Including the Vault, and I have to see what that's like. I didn't think that was out, but apparently it is. I literally checked the system and I was like, oh.
Oh dang.
It's literally the second half of Heavensward and Stormblood they haven't done, and then everything else is done. So they've done that in record speed.
Yeah. I guess once they had the system in place, they just had to, like, port it.
Well, they basically had to change a couple of things in, like, the cutscenes leading up to certain dungeons so that the NPCs didn't make excuses for why they couldn't come with you. But that's just cutting stuff out. And then, like, they had to put some dialogue in for the runs themselves, and that's basically it. And they had to code your sail properly, but that's
yes.
a different thing. Dark Knight Queen. Look like an anime villain. Monk do be like that. Oh yeah, 89, you got your 90 gear.
Yay!
I love the way they did max level gear. You can get it at level 89 and it levels up to 90 with you.
That's pretty cool.
And if you've done the like roll quest, you can then dye it. You don't have to like get new gear or get the dyeable version. It just becomes dyeable.
Oh, good.
Which is a great way of doing it. Instead of having to be like, you have to farm Eureka and have a 90 level crafter class to get dyeable versions of the same gear. I didn't watch the live letter, but I saw the word Eureka come up briefly and I was like, not again.
I'm not strong enough.
I have never gone in there and I never want to. I know Naren goes in there, but that's because Naren's a braver soul than me. Oh, yeah. It looks good on Tridam. But yeah, they've confirmed no new patches until the new year, which is good for me, because I'm busy. All gear in Guild Wars 2 is dyeable. Yes, core.
It's all dyeable.
But you also have to get the dyes in like weird ways.
Not really, they just kind of drop from like anything. I think almost anything has a random chance of dropping a dye.
Yeah, but then there's like rare ones.
It's a free-to-play game, they gotta have money somehow.
Oh no, true. I'm not blaming the system, I'm just saying. I
don't actually know how many dyes Guild Wars has.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It is
I remember that from when I played. 100,000 years ago.
Let's see. Standard colours. An additional 382 can be acquired in the following ways. Trading posts, dye colours can be bought from the gem store, unidentified
That's too many
dyes.
colours.
Unidentified dyes can be crafted, and unidentified dyes can drop randomly. Created from the Mystic Forge. Yeah, there's a fucking lot.
I almost can't believe there is that many colours. The dawn of time when a Trask fell over. Yeah, back when I played a human in a video game. Couldn't be
Wild.
me.
I could never.
I know you could never.
I love the variety in their dyes though, and
Yeah, that is true.
yeah, because FF does this as well, because you have like the really nice sort of like tasteful like golds and nice reds and all of that,
Yeah.
and then you've got like really bright metallics, and then there's literally like neon pink,
Yep.
lime green, and it's like
You want some garbage colours?
this
Mara's anything but human gamer. In video games, unfortunately, that is.
There's a brilliant selection of eye gouging dyes in Guild Wars.
Yeah.
How do I want to do this?
Excuse me.
Might just keep that as a try, to be honest.
Yeah, if I went back to Guild Wars, I would probably not play Mara again.
Valid.
I'd probably start over.
Would you make a new Blurpo, or would you remake a pre-existing character?
Unsure.
Yeah.
I would probably play one of the plant people.
Hmm.
Because they're just my favourite one of the Guild Wars people.
Valid.
But I don't know what, like, class or anything I'd play. Probably Mesmer. Something that's a little bit more obvious how it's meant to work. Necromancer was too much for me.
Yeah, I think they added in a thing on character creation now with a class select, which is literally they have difficulty marks next to them of like how hard they are to grasp. And
I've also just got like a lot more MMO experience
This is
since I
true,
last
this is
played
true.
Guild Wars
yeah.
by a quantity that is almost not worth calculating.
Let's see. Guardian 1 easy, Revenant 2 medium, Warrior 1 easy, Engineer 3 difficult, Ranger. Yeah, Ranger's 1. Yeah, I only play easy classes. Elementalist 3. Elementalist is complicated apparently. I've not actually played that. It says Necromancer's 1. Oh.
I just could not get on with it. But that wasn't because...
It's just the playstyle, probably.
Yeah, it wasn't because the class was hard to grasp. It's a summoner. It's pretty easy to grasp.
Yes.
It's just I was never sure what I was meant to be doing. That's hard to articulate. Like, I always felt like I was just pressing things. It's like, I don't know why I'm pressing these buttons, but I'm pressing them.
That's fair. Yeah, it's not like FF where you tend to have set rotations.
Yeah.
Guild Wars is generally just like keep everything active, keep everything off cooldown.
Get good, don't die.
Yeah, and learn a heckin' dodge, because dodging is important.
Dodging is important. God, dodging at more than 1 FPS. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, you'll actually be able to see what you're doing.
It's ground textures.
Ugh.
Like, for me, like, when I was playing Guild Wars on the old laptop, it was literally like, you remember when we first booted up DA Origins, the first bit we were playing, where we had the graphics down to low by accident?
Oh god, yeah. Playable, by all means.
But, yeah, very playable, but then imagine that at like 4 FPS.
Ah.
It's just everything's kind of like a brown smudge. If you go near a world boss, God help you.
I can't remember if you were in the stream or not, but I was doing some of the Guild Wars story where it was like, oh, you go back inside this person's memories to try and get some information.
Yes, I was there for that.
Yeah, because this is me replaying through content that's like several years old at this point. So so I went into that memory, and I think I physically took psychic damage because I saw an NPC, and I was like, oh, this is before they got fucked up.
Yes, I was there for that. Yes.
I was like, no, why did you show me this?
Free the fucking. Guild Wars, Final Fantasy, this specific thing. One day you will know the pain. I'm gonna try and write something.
Oh.
I haven't written anything in so long.
I haven't written something for you in so long.
I haven't written anything in so long.
Oh dear.
I'm just staring. I've been literally this entire stream. I've been staring at a blank document.
Oh, sweetie. I think I actually added in the extra geometry here, and I didn't need to.
I'm gonna steal the start of this fic I couldn't be bothered to finish.
Now we're in the concentration phase.
Yeah, we're in the quiet time. I was literally just thinking that.
Kels is like, right, I'm actually gonna do stuff, and so the conversation dies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not entertaining anymore. I should say it's really funny, by the way. Sorry to keep bringing it back to Dragon Age, but it's really funny because I realized I think we're on stream gonna hit the same check marks that I do when I'm playing Origins on my own.
Oh.
Because we did backstory into Ostagar. I think this won't mean anything to you, but I think we'll probably do Ostagar and Kakari Wilds. Like, these are normally like the play sessions that I have when I'm playing on my own.
Oh, right.
So it's really funny. It will depend though, because I know you're an explorer.
Yes.
So the further we get in, the more it will diverge from my sort of like very optimized play style for someone who's played this
be the difference
a million times.
It's like when I play Spyro.
Yes.
Yeah, when I play through Spyro, it's just efficient of like, you go here, collect this, go up here, go down here,
yep.
Break the secret thing, get the gems, get the egg, level 100%ed, boom, next level.
Yep. That's kind of me in DA. But it's a bit different in Origins because obviously there's a lot of... Well, you played a bit of it now, so you can get a sense. There's a lot of ways this thing can go. But I kind of have a route that I'm comfy with.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll maybe change like one or two elements of it. I'll start as a different origin, or I'll, do things slightly differently. But mostly I'm speedrunning because I know exactly where I'm going, what I'm saying, etc. Like, but yeah, this early section is pretty funny because I'm like, I think I can probably predict when we're gonna start and end streams, which is bizarre.
Unrelated topic, just thinking about.
Yeah, do it.
Just thinking. My brain is obviously thinking about the mesh that I'm working with. When I was streaming the other day and I brought up the Kobold model that I've been thinking about adapting into VR chat, I made a list that I was like, oh, things I need to change to adapt this to VR chat. One of the things that I listed off was like, oh, this only has 3 fingers, I need to give it 4 fingers. And then I literally watched a stream today, sort of like before I had dinner, while dinner was cooking. And I realised that the streamer who was playing VR chat at the time was in an avatar that had 3 fingers, and I was like, what? But they're supposed to be modeled to they're supposed to be modeled to
make one
us.
invisible?
That's what I thought. I was like, the rig for VR chat that you have to use with every model is a humanoid rig. It has 4 fingers, but the avatar only had 3, so I was like, it must have an invisible finger that's just not rigged. And I was like, what? Okay, so I guess I don't need to change it, but then I'll have to learn something else, which is, what the heck do you do with the extra finger?
Google.
That'll be a
How
lot.
3 fingers in VR chat.
Yeah, well, once I decide to actually commit to doing that, I'm going to be doing so much Googling. It's probably not going to be very entertaining to watch because there'll be so much tabbing out all the time.
Do the Googling off stream and come back when you have the answer.
Yeah. So, but I guess it's one of those things where it's like, at least to start with, I guess I can just sort of like make the mesh and sort of Google the bit about the rig afterwards, because making the mesh, as you can sort of see from the fact that I'm making a mesh right now, I can make a mesh. I can do that bit. It's the other bit of like rigging it and getting it in VR chat that I don't know how to do. Gotcha. So folks, how do we feel about Pop? My heart is full.
Good and
my
bizarre.
heart is full.
Yeah.
My crops are flourishing. My pores are clear.
It's so... Like, the actual events of the session on one side, like, the fact that I have leveled a character from 1 to 20 and it was my first D&D character, and most, like, veteran D&D players I know haven't done that.
Yeah.
Feels bizarre.
It's funny for you because it's your first character, because for me, it's not my first character, but it's the first character that I've leveled from 1 to 20. Which still feels monumentous to me. I'm reeling from that. I'm just like, I actually fucking did it.
It's like when you finally 100% a game that you've been playing for a really long time, you're like, I did it. Yeah. I've done everything.
my first D&D character, I suppose, technically is the one I played in 3.5, so it's like, that character's never going to be level 20, are you kidding?
Yeah. But, like, yeah, it feels right that would be Cloth dying. Yeah. Like, it feels right that the thing that gets us to, like, superhero status is killing Cloth. That feels correct. I want Blackith to shut up, though. What the fuck is she talking about? Well, I know what she's talking about, but why is she there?
Shut up, bitch. This isn't about you.
I like that. It makes me laugh every time I think about it that me and Kay had exactly the same reaction when we got DM'd.
Just like, what the fuck is she doing here?
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Go away.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Getting
how do you want to do this within 10 minutes of the session starting?
So funny. Very good. Funny, comedic.
Very funny.
Very comedic. It feels like there was some sort of like D&D bingo that we've like filled in.
Yeah, for real.
Because like I literally was thinking about it. I was like, what would go on like a D&D bingo of like a D&D bucket list? And I'm like, what things could I put on there that like I have done? And it's like, kill a beholder, done that. Kill an ancient red dragon, technically done that and more. Level the character from 1 to 20, done that. Completed a pre-written campaign, done that. Completed a homebrew campaign, done that. Made a character for every class. I think I've done that.
I have not. don't think I have.
I haven't played them, but I've made one.
No. Do I? Hang on a minute, I have to check. I need to look at all the classes. I have an artificer. I technically... Oh no, I do have a barbarian. I have a bard. I have a blood hunter.
Romanced an NPC. Didn't happen for me because I ended up romancing another player.
Same.
But there was
you've romanced an NPC because
there was
technically.
See, I mean, they were already together. I didn't romance Tia, and Kirok and Tian were already together.
They were pre-romanced.
Yeah.
Blue, have I got a druid?
You played one in a one-shot, didn't you?
No, she was a sorcerer.
Didn't you play one where you and Nemo, like, teamed up? Or was Nemo the druid?
No, she was a barbarian.
Oh, she was the barbarian, right, okay.
Yeah.
Not got bingo,
Nemo
yeah.
was
I
the
imagine
druid.
none of us have got bingo, but I was like, what would the visual bingo look like? How many squares are on a bingo? How many squares are on a bingo?
4x4.
It's 4x4, and the middle one's 3, so you'd need 16 things to fill in squares.
I mean, someone's made one, but it's very
Dell and the
specific.
other rogue girl when you got drunk. That's not romance core. That's a one-night stand. That's not the same.
Oh, a lot of these have killer god on them. We haven't done
killer
that.
god, right. We're working towards it. We're working towards it.
Yeah, no, okay, working
towards it. Yeah. It's like, Dorara almost went down a path to romance an NPC, but then it went down to being a PC because Alistair got brought back.
A lot of these are like people making lists that are like you should make a bucket list as a D&D character, and then it's like, no, but suggest some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what?
A lot of them are also jokes about like achieving things in D&D, and then the one that isn't checked off is like play consistently.
Play a consistent schedule. I think we've had a consistent schedule.
We have.
For
We're
like,
a 1 in a
periods.
million.
Yeah, like obviously we have times where the session gets cancelled, but I think we've probably had at least like a 6-month stretch where we were you know, this is the day we play
playing twice a week.
Yeah, playing a week. I think we've successfully ticked off having a consistent schedule.
What's this one? See, this one says steal from an ancient red. We've killed an ancient red.
I guess you could say it's stealing. Hello, thank you for the save.
We stole his life.
We stole his life, yeah.
Oh, become a royal. Well, technically, Pox is a princess.
There you go.
Go mad from too much magic. You've got that one.
Yeah, I already had that one. I started there. I had to go down from that. Yeah. Yeah, I think Kirok and Tian are technically a lord and a lady. They're not royals.
Yeah. Well, technically, Glory's dad is the king, so she's also a princess.
Yeah.
Both my currently...
You're technically...
Glory and Pox is a princess.
You're royalty by marriage, but not your marriage.
No. I'm royalty by magic and by divine intervention.
Yeah, Kirok and Tian are just a lord and a lady.
One of these says, one of the things on this list is fall off a mountain.
Spook! Spook's done that one.
Yeah. Oh.
We were saying how leveling a character from 1 to 20, it felt like we ticked something off on like a D&D bingo or something. So Curls is like Google to see what there are, and there's things like steal from a red dragon and become royal, kill a god, and then she just said that there's one which is fall off a mountain. You did that one.
Technically I didn't, because I was never attached to the mountain. I just felt next to it.
You just fell next to the mountain. That's not true at all. You
It
climbed,
is.
you climbed a
The mountain was
I
for
did
scale
not.
in like a danger mouse.
to go grab a harpy, and you completely failed to grab the harpy and just fell.
No, Nerwin flew me up there, and then I tried to leap onto a harpy and fell. I didn't touch the mountain. Doesn't count.
You technically did when you hit the ground.
I think I made 6 gold off that.
Oh, pull from a deck of many things. Done that.
I've done that, yeah. Pulled from a deck of many things.
We both got out of that. Okay.
I've done it multiple times. The second time I did it, I did not get out okay. I got the death card, but I won.
Beat up a god. We still haven't done that. Soon.
We're working towards it, though.
Get messed up by some kind of Vecna body part. Not run into Vecna yet, thank God.
You could. I mean, we haven't run into a Vecna body part, but his name has cropped up in the campaign.
Yeah, yeah. The longer I can avoid him, the better.
Mm. So I think Blunstone we technically stopped a god, but not by fighting the god. We stopped them from being manifested.
Yes. Sweats and Oakheart. I'm looking at the class list again and trying to work out if I have characters for all of them. A lot of them I have NPCs, but they don't count. I am missing a range. Nope. Yes. I'm missing a ranger, a paladin, and a monk.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, and a druid. I don't have a druid, technically. But I have multiples of a lot of them. Like, I have at least 2 sorcerers.
I mean, I can't say shit. I've got like multiples of every class except I think except like fighter. You got 1 fighter.
Yeah, I have a lot of all the spellcasting ones. I have multiple, basically. I've got 2 wizards. I technically have 3. If we're including all OCs, including ones we haven't played, I've technically got at least 3. I have 2 warlocks, 2 sorcerers. My 2 sorcerers would hate each other. Joanna and Pyre would not like each other. Yeah, because Pyre's divine soul, probably. And what was Joanna? Joanna's shadow. God, I haven't thought about Joanna Loca in a while. Blue, I'm gonna BRB real quick.
Okay, let me switch the camera off.
I'll be back.
Shoop. There we go. One mission, 16 gold, and I'll have a Blastoise. Ah. Turtle. Scanning Reddit threads and shouting out ones that aren't too specific, no one's made a proper one. Maybe we should. I feel like one of them's got to be like, you know, kill a Tarask. But at this point, we've done a Chromatic Great one, which is actually harder than a Tarask, so. with Tarrasques is that when you read through their stat block, they're not very interesting, actually. Now, out of curiosity, I wonder how smart Blender is. I have very strong opinions about how bad 5e Tarrasque is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, the only reason I say kill a Tarrasque is because a Tarrasque is like a famous monster in the same way that like a Mind Flayer and a Behemoth are, but like the stat block is just like, eh. I can't envision it being a very enjoyable fight. It's, you know, Matt Colville like sort of said that he doesn't really like the basic dragons because they're sacks of hit points with wings and a breath weapon, and I'm like, a Tarrasque is even worse than that. They're just a sack of hit points, basically. I wonder how clever Blender is. It's unsure, apparently. Never mind. We shall do it manually. Do do. Do 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 do. Oop, this needs to be merged. Do do do. Do 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 do. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Great.
Great. Okay.
I return.
Come back.
Okay. Oh good, I came back just in time for this song on this playlist.
I was saying, Curls, I was like, is one of those things that's like a bingo bucket list thing defeat a Tarrasque because they're such an iconic
100%,
thing.
yeah.
But then I was saying with Das and stuff that like the 5e stat block for a Tarrasque is so boring.
I believe that.
The problem is that I can't imagine it being a very good fight because they're just meat. They're just sacks of hit points. They don't have anything interesting.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to see if they update them.
Yeah, they should. Maybe like how they updated dragons.
Yeah.
Fistbang's dragons are a lot better than vanilla dragons.
Oh, he's giving me all the chill songs in this playlist, one after the other. You're level 1, the Tarrasque woke up. That's interesting.
Campaign where fighting Tarrasque is a world-ending event in it, probably. Yeah. That's the thing. Tarrasques aren't monsters, they're events.
Yeah, I feel like they're like natural disasters. Like, they feel like they don't as much as they generally are seen as like the big bad at the end of the campaign, they feel like they don't have motivation. Someone else wakes up at Tarrasque.
No, yeah, they're purely creatures.
Yeah.
They don't have that sort of like cognizance.
No.
That like actual big bads have, you know, because good villains will make you sort of, hate them, and they'll taunt you and do things like that. But a Tarrasque doesn't do that. It doesn't even speak. It's just a thing, which makes it doesn't. It can't really apply the word villain to Tarrasque.
No. It's just like a monstrosity, basically, plain and simple.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I feel like it almost should be a thing that's on like a D&D bucket list, but like, I don't know if I would put it on a D&D bucket list because I don't think it would be very enjoyable.
No. It's like one of the ones I was scanning through was like Tarrasque, Ancient Red, Baylor, fight all three. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Again, I suppose if it's a bucket list, it's literally one of those things of like, well, I've done it now.
Just say you've done it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, it would literally be like that for me. A villain is the reason a Tarrasque is there, yeah.
Yeah. Is it one of those where it's like, the Tarrasque is the symptom, not the cause?
Yes. And also I think DMs won't reach for Tarrasques, especially like in our circle there's a lot of homebrew DMs.
Yes.
Right? People generally don't reach for a Tarrasque in a world they want to do anything else with.
Yeah.
Because then if your party loses, goodbye world. Yeah, it's just generally for the heroes fucked up kind of sitch, yeah. It's like, as much as like, most campaigns have sort of world-ending bad end consequences, generally they're like the end of a civilization, or like, they're not actually like, this planet doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, because that's the thing, is that the thing with an actual villain is that the majority of villains will be in the sort of ballpark of, I'm not going to destroy the world because I want to.
Because I want something.
Yeah,
I want something.
Again, a Tarrasque doesn't have that. It doesn't have that cognizance to dominate people. It just destroys.
You'd need like a Kefka. You need like some people just want to watch the world burn kind of villain.
Yeah.
To do that.
That's the thing, even by the end of 6, Kefka had become a god, essentially. He did essentially dominate the world. He basically wins, and then the second half of the game is like, basically almost staging a coup.
The Joker.
Yeah, it's almost like staging a coup and like rebelling against this, fallen god that he's become. Which in and of itself is cool. like Godzilla in the way of, oh, something has disrupted the world and the rest woke up like the planet's defense system. Exactly. That's essentially the plot of Monster Hunter. With Fatalis. Fatalis is like that, you know, I've said it's like the Superman of Monster Hunter, of just like, it's just, you know, 10 in every stat, can't be beat, you know, could destroy everything, but it's like, well, it doesn't, because it is part of the ecosystem, and it destroyed humans because humans were fucking up the ecosystem. Posture check. Thank you.
That's what the hell have you just sent me?
Oh no.
I've done runs like that. I saw the message before I saw what I was attached to it. I was like, what the hell is this going to be? Well, I hope it could be anything. Okay, I have to get some words out, otherwise I'm going to go insane, so I'm just not going to talk for a while. Blue, entertain.
I'm concentrating on this! I'm wondering if I don't think it's probably not going to happen tonight because there's only 45 minutes left, but I think maybe next time I work on this we might be at the point to texture, because I just need to close up the back of this head. So then it'll be texturing. Like a thing I had thought, if one of you write them all down and realise something, I'll give you a cookie, but to be fair, would have been something you'd have to realise you needed to take note of. Yeah. That's the problem, stuff like that only works when you write it down.
That is my job. Look, I'll inevitably have one of my frenzies in a while where I conspiracy board the whole of Plot Princess out. But at the moment, I've been a little dissociative in sessions because I'm stressed. But soon, I will conspiracy board it all out again and be like, okay, I'm on top of it now.
I've connected the dots.
I killed a ghost.
You did not kill a ghost.
I killed a ghost. Oh, I need to watch Ghost Files.
Oh boy. Staring at a series of squares, hoping that they will make a circle. Some good tippy taps happening.
Oh yeah, sorry, chat. I should probably mute.
No, it's good. That's what I say. It's good tippy taps. I like it. It's like ASMR.
Full disclaimer, I was looking today for even clackier mechanical keyboards.
Yes, excellent.
I love keyboard clickies.
Yeah.
I legit, like, when I'm working, go and find keyboard clicky ASMR, just because it makes me feel like I'm in a library where lots of people are working. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah, same. I like it.
But my keyboard, my cheap keyboard is very clacky. As it is. But I was like, what if I got a mechanical one that's even clackier?
Yeah, clicky clacks. So they have different ones that literally like people go to, and literally it's things like the feel of them, the like I think they call it the attenuation point or something, and then the actual sound as well. Are like all
I literally found one today that was marketing itself based on the fact that it was I think it was a Razer one, but it was literally marketing itself of like it's extremely like sensitive to button press, but extremely loud. Like it's the loudest ever keyboard, you know?
Yes.
That's what I want. I want to enter that. I think I reference this about once a month, but I want to enter that Final Fantasy meme of all the people having to do the active time at the same time. And it's
yeah.
So like someone's drilling. That's my dream. But I like it as someone who has a typewriter but doesn't get to use it. That's peak. That's the peak.
Yeah.
I literally can't use my typewriter because it is too loud.
Aww.
That's because it's not to do with like, you know, the volume, otherwise my keyboard would also have a problem. But it's because obviously you have to hit the keys quite hard, so it like bangs on the desk. Basically.
Oh right, so it's the
like,
it's the vibrations.
Yeah, because you have to really hit a key, and then obviously that makes the actual thing hit into the paper. So it's like a lot of things are colliding very quickly. And then it makes a clack, 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 clack. Ding! Because mine does have a little bell on it.
Hey!
That would be like when I have my own place and I can set my typewriter out and annoy the shit out of my neighbors. I can find another source for my spools, my ink spools. To be honest, the first thing I'm going to have to do when I take that out is clean it. Because my god, I've had it in storage for a while. Clean it and oil it. You'll be the full archetypal lesbian novelist. It's almost like I've always been the full...
Yep, pretty much.
I mostly use... I'm not to make this worse for myself, but I mostly use my typewriter for poetry.
Oh my god. A living stereotype.
Mm-hmm. I'm a joke of myself, really. I'm once again working on writing something for fun that I can't show anyone.
That's the good shit.
Mm-hmm. Might level rogue next, an FF or a healer, ew.
Ew, healer. Who plays
I
healer?
enjoy both of those.
The unthinkable has happened. I actually have the healer spec in Guild Wars now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Who would have thought Ranger had a healer spec?
I believe that.
It's Druid, instead of making Druid its own class.
Oh, nice.
It's the healer spec for Ranger.
Very nice.
But yeah, I had hero points, and I don't have End of Dragons, so I couldn't put it in the End of Dragons spec, so I was like, well, I guess they're going into Druid.
Yeah.
Because I've already maxed out Soul Beast, which is the DPS one.
Mm-hmm. I will say, Das, Ninja's very fun. It does have a learning curve, but it is very fun.
Yes, I've played Ninja as well.
Alternatively, you get your ass the rest of the way up and join me in the Astro Club before it inevitably gets reworked again.
Oof.
Just leave us alone.
Stop touching me!
We don't need changes every patch. Not every patch, every expansion. Oof, Das.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I would say of like the healers you haven't leveled. I mean, everyone knows how I feel about White Mage at this point, surely.
Yes.
Surely.
It's very funny to me that you don't like White Mage because it's too much of a healer.
It's too easy. I don't have enough to do. Because it's like, if people were just like, fine, if things are going well as a White Mage, you just hit Holy over and over. I know that's the meme, but like, there's literally nothing
Time to
else
become a Glare Mage!
There's literally nothing else to do, because all your other buttons on White Mage are just heal for a certain amount.
So that's perfect for me as if I were to play healer, because if I was playing healer,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I would stress so much about making sure everybody's healed, so if it's easy to be a healer as a White Mage, I'm like, cool, White Mage is the one for me.
Yes. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's a perfect healer for people who don't want to play healer. Because it's literally like, you can't go wrong. Everything heals a certain amount. And you get, the higher level you get, the more things you get to heal more quickly. That's it. Whereas Astro, obviously you have your cards that you gotta keep up. Which is like, it for me means that if things are going fine, I still have things to do that keep my like engagement up.
Right, yeah.
So it hits the perfect level for me of like, maybe this is an ADHD thing, but like,
Probably.
it hits that like, my resting concentration is perfect for it. But I would say, Das, if you enjoyed Sage and you want to level another healer, Scholar. Get the other shield healer. You've already had the practice with the much harder shield healer.
Yeah. Plus, Scholar's a double whammy. You get a deeps for free.
Yeah, you can buy one, get one.
Buy one,
free.
get one free.
I do think Arcanist is next on my hit list after Pally. My Pally's at 85, I think.
Damn.
Yeah. I had like 2 big sessions where I did like 20 levels, and then I've been slowly just every so often logging in and doing beast tribes, and that's got it the rest of the time. If you can level Sage, you can level Scholar. Correct.
Correct.
It's like, I don't think Kay has played Sage, but I think Kay would be good at Sage. Because he's very good at Scholar. I will publicly deny I said that, if quoted.
I actually have Scholar. But like, I stopped playing it the moment, I stopped playing like the moment the class diverges.
Yeah, that's basically where I'm at.
So the moment that I got the Arcanist and Scholar separate, I stopped.
Can bugs stop biting my tattoo, please? Kay getting out. Yeah, Varus should have got a Haldor and do this. Kay wanted the blood most.
Yeah, it's
Kay
fitting.
wanted to do that fight more than anyone else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Arcanist is next on my shit list. But I kind of want to play Patroclus at the moment, so. Well, we're between times, because that's what he's there for, my sweet boy. Also, I've been playing a lot of Hades, so innately makes me want to play Patroclus. Although I did have to do a bunch of rereading for my thesis, and I reread a bunch of Iphigenia stuff, like Greek myth Iphigenia stuff.
Right.
Thank God that there are some writers out there doing her justice, because god damn. Every other ancient text is like, we're not going to talk about this because it was like kind of yikes. You can blackmail me? You got plenty of material on this channel. Cave Scholar. God damn it.
Stretch my legs a little sec. Stretching them out under the desk. I was doing a bit of cross-legging.
I feel like this goes hand in hand with the Astro cards that I have, where Kay wrote on it, "To the best Astro I know."
Oh.
So now we've bounced out. It's because we co-heal. We can't actually be mean to each other in like a real way. We have to. It's like we have anonymity but professional respect. You know?
Right.
I just sent him the clip. That was so fast.
Squad is nothing if not reliable.
Mm-hmm.
At least when it comes to memes.
Yeah. When it comes to calling me out, then yeah. I really like the moment that I'm done with my thesis, which feels like a million years away. But Squad, I'm doing that extreme with. I want to get my teeth back into that. That was so much fun. Night, old man.
Bitch.
Maybe we could try it when I'm not exhausted. Getting a day when one of us isn't exhausted.
Yeah, it's 22:11, so yeah, we'll be finishing in 20 minutes.
That just kept happening. Yeah, it was funny as well because I was going to suggest it one day, but I was exhausted. I was like,
child, no!
Things are happening.
She has been deposited upon me. Oh, she's so sleepy. You woke her up.
Oh, see all warm where she's been on her heated blanket.
Yeah, she just got out of her bed and you immediately scooped her. She was immediately scooped. You've been scooped, child. She's like, what happened?
Oh my god, Blue, I didn't tell you.
What?
Oh my god, the other day, it was like a really beautiful morning. I woke up and I went downstairs and went to start doing work.
Uh-huh.
And I went over to my armchair where all my stuff is, where I work. And Matilda was snoozing in my seat, and she was all like balled up in the way that she does. Matilda's my cat, chat.
Yeah.
My nan's cat. And she was snoozing. And I went up and I was like, "What do you think you're doing?" And she like opened her eyes and stood up and did her big stretch where her back goes like 5 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Big arch. And I was like, oh, and because I was still like asleep basically and I hadn't had any coffee, I just immediately like picked her up and just started doing what I do with Sadie, and then I went,
what did I just do?
I like literally froze. I was like, oh no, what have I done?
What did she do?
She like froze for a second and then she started purring.
Oh, she accepted it.
And I was like, okay. And then I went to turn around and put her down, and she was immediately, the moment I moved even a little bit, she was like, nope, don't want this. And I was like, okay. It was just like, it was literally like out of a movie or something. At the moment I picked her up, I like looked out the window and I was like, oh, beautiful day. Like I like
the realization.
This is your influence.
I've given you dangerous confidence around cats.
I told my brother later that day, and he was like, "You scooped her," and he looked like I had given him the greatest present.
Aww.
Because he always is trying to get me and the cat to get on. He was like, "See, it wasn't so bad." I was like, it was terrifying.
That's the secret. If you just do it with confidence and just the you know, this is happening now, the cat's just sort of like, oh, okay, I guess this is happening now.
Yeah.
The moment you were like, ah, shit, that was when the cat sensed it and we're just like, nope.
Yeah. He was probably just as confused. I can imagine. She had also just woken up. I think it was one of those, we were both too tired to really question what was happening until we both kind of came to a reality. Oh my god. I can like see it in third person. In my head. I can like see the panic. Probably people who are lurking in chat who are like, I don't see the problem with this, and don't know my entire saga with Matilda trying to kill me. Okay, time for more clackies.
Thank you.
I'm not good at sleeping. Me neither.
And that goes for a lot of us, to be honest.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Ben. That sucks.
Aw, sorry. Yeah. Hopefully we can take your mind off things, even though admittedly we are mostly just vibing to music at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Which is something.
Yes.
I'm deep in my feelings. About the thing I'm writing right now. Oh no, I need to remember how equivalent height. Oh no.
I have my fursuit on because I'm cold. That's probably a really smart idea, actually.
Yeah. Oh, God bless. Oh, I found a height chart, but it was not what I needed.
Proper husky hug, I'm wearing Hus the Husky. Yeah!
Oh, someone has made a height chart. God bless. What is that in, like, measurements? I know.
Stretch. It was for you too.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, you guys didn't hear that.
Felt it spiritually. Ooh, 10 minutes.
This playlist is killing me. This is my own OC's playlist for reference. I did tell that to the right person, didn't I? Thank God, yes, okay.
Psst. Fear.
Yes, I sent you a bit. Because I can. They sent me a gift bag of a chihuahua crying.
Aww.
I read it. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Hardcore, why? Give me a reasoning. It's correct. Monk level 90, GG.
What are you doing?
Core just sent me a meme.
Mhm.
I can't remember the name of this cat. The black cat. It can talk. I can't remember. It's from Sabrina, I think.
Salem.
Salem, does it? Big wearing basically these glasses and looking at a book, and the meme just says, "It says here you're a bitch." You act like I need reasons for the stupid stuff.
Oh, that's why I was like, what are you laughing at? Core sent me memes. I'm like, yeah, of course. Yes, of course they did. Woo!
Yes, the melee DPS all share now accessories.
Yes.
Which is good for ease of poetics, and more annoying for ease of glam.
When it comes to things like rings and stuff, I have a habit of invising them.
Oh, I always do, yeah. I literally don't think I have a glam where that's not true. When I clear out my glamour plates, I literally leave all the Emperor's New accessories.
Yep.
So it's like a blank glamour plate, but half the slots are filled. Because, like, it's not like I can... You probably have the same thing with Mikoshi. I can't really accessorize with, like, earrings and things on Uri. Like...
You can. They're very, like, apparent. Because they tend to put them, like, towards, like, the tips of their ears rather than, like, the lobe, as you would normally put an earring. So they're, like, very awkward. And in my mind, I'm too practical, and I'm just like, you know, they would just get caught on everything and get ripped out. You know, no, I wouldn't do that. So I'd take them off.
Yeah. Look, for Uri, they're, like, under. They're, like, where the horn connects to the skin.
Mm.
And I'm like, I bet that's not comfortable. Because, like, part of the Aura lore as well is that the horns, because they're like, it's like an echo location, basically. It's like an echo vibration.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of an ear, isn't it? I did know that.
Yeah. Yes, we discovered this on stream. But they have enhanced hearing. Like, their hearing's better than the average person. So I'm like, that must be, like, if you had to, like, drill into the scale to, like, put an earring in, that can't be comfortable.
Nah.
It's not like what humans have, where you have, like, the little bit of extra skin and you're like, yeah, fuck it.
It's just a flappy bit. It hasn't got anything in there.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not decorate it? Yeah, I can't imagine that's comfortable on an aura.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it's the difference between horns and antlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because horn is just like pure bone and thus doesn't have nerves in it. Antlers do. Antlers do. So like snapping an antler is painful. Snapping a horn is not painful. Because there's
I don't think it actually would be painful, but I just think like you would have to like drill into it.
I think for them the biggest thing wouldn't be the pain. It would be, I think, deafening for them would be.
Yeah, it'd be too loud. That was literally what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's not that it wouldn't hurt.
How
it would just be deafening.
Sensory things. Yes,
yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Stacey sent me something and I went for feral. You'll get to see it when she blesses you with it. Yes,
Is it
excited.
my wife with antlers.
Yes, antlers. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna say it to you guys now because I was sensible and I withheld myself from doing it on Twitter last night when Stacey was saying, I think there's a congruent theme here. I was so close to just sending a meme that just went, I assign you as furry. Because I was just like, behold, dear persona.
Is there a Pokemon with no eyes? There are many Pokemon with no eyes, I feel.
Yes. Zubat. This is the first one that comes to mind. Yeah. I'm sorry, Stacey. If you're listening, I assign you a dear persona.
I'm gonna go one more cursed. Is Stacey's dear persona not just low? I think I'm missing a step.
It depends on who you ask. For a lot of people, there's a big difference between a persona and an OC.
Okay. I don't know these things.
Yeah, like there are very stark differences between Loyalty and Stacey, so I would not assign Loyalty as Stacey's persona.
Got you.
There's very stark differences.
Don't make me a fursuit, make Blue a fursuit. I don't need one. I wouldn't wear it, it'd be too hot.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I don't wear one as well.
Yeah.
I suffer with heat.
You wear a virtual one.
Yeah, virtual fursuits are the way for me. Just, I'm looking forward to virality.
The closest I've ever come to something like that was Charlie, who you've met. No, I did that kind of ironically. I do love Charlie, FYI. It's just me.
Yeah,
Charlie's just me with wings and more arms.
Yeah, that is the closest thing to a persona, you know.
Yeah.
Blue is me with fur and wings.
Mm.
And that's why for a while I would make the distinction years ago of Blue is me, Blue Sky was the character.
Yes.
But now we don't really do
That's kind of why I don't. Yeah, it's kind of why I don't play with curls anymore.
Yeah, that's
just my name. That's weird.
So yeah, I'm fine with it. We went opposite ways. You were like, I want to separate them. For me, I was like, I'm gonna just merge them because I don't do the role playing anymore.
Well, I mean, curls always had a different name anyway.
Yeah,
Her name
she
was
did.
Seraphina.
Yeah, Seraphina. So that's the distinction. You gotta get into the habit of referring to the character as Seraphina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I still like Blue Sky as a character, so I.
Oh yeah, I do
So
too.
I still, yeah.
Who doesn't?
He's a good bee. Yeah, that's
How many
the
people have
difference.
cosplayed her on Final Fantasy? You should tell you.
I know, I have fans.
None of them are you.
I mean, if I had my actual webcam on, you would see me gesturing at the card that I sent you the picture of to be like, I have fan art! I have fan art, guys!
Oh, nice one, Husky.
Thank you, Core. I'm saving that one.
Good.
Yep. I may actually send that to Frog as a meme.
I'm just remembering when I was making the Charlie model on Hero Forge, there's so many little jokes on there that only I would get.
Someone message Frog and tell her that her government assigned persona is just a frog with antlers.
That's cursed.
If mine's a wolf with wings, then hers could be a frog with antlers. Personas can be whatever you want.
No one answer what mine is.
Like a sleepy red panda.
Has always been true.
A frog with horns, so it's a bullfrog. I messaged her.
That's a good pun.
Just slowly getting the entire squad to make personas.
You'll never get me. I wouldn't make a persona. I've basically got a model of myself that's a vamp, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I will have an edge OC, an edge version of myself, an edge persona.
Yeah.
My Devil May Cry sonar.
That's just Persona.
I was listening to Persona music earlier. No, my edge sonar is basically what's his name from Devil May Cry? The Edgar Allan Poe guy. That my brother always compares me to because he hates me. Is it just V? Is that their name?
I don't know. Oh, save, thank you.
I'm looking. Yes, it's just V is their name.
I do not want you to lose your work. I don't want to lose my work. Thank you. I just got this last bit to close up. It's annoying because I got 3 different types. I got faces with no additional verts. I got a face with 1 additional vert, and I got a face with 2 additional verts. Ah!
Those sure are words.
3D modeler jargon.
It's like when you're going on about legs again.
Am I going on about what? Sorry.
Legs.
Legs. Oh dear.
Is that what they're called? Leggies?
Are you referring to? My avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
What's
a leggy.
called?
It's called a leggy.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not called a legs. It's called a leggy. Yeah. It's called a leggy because
We made it to the joke.
Yeah. It's based off a maned wolf, which I mean, well, fucking Google them and you'll see. You'll see why it's called a leggy. Leggy. Yeah, it's funny you should say that because at the moment what I'm essentially doing is what I think the leggy needs, which is you see how these lines sort of come round from the front of the face to the back of the face.
I don't, because I don't have your stream running. Now I do.
So like these lines, they come round. So the thing is that you want loads around the face because the face will be moving and stuff like that. Don't want loads around the back for the same reason. The back of the head doesn't move, so you have a lot of unnecessary polygons, essentially, that take up space and data. And that's, like, my primary issue with this model, which is that the face has got a billion polygons on it, so it's, like, nice and smooth to animate. But then when you come around the back, there's just so much. There's like 2,000 polygons there.
Unnecessary.
It's unnecessary, and it's like when you start to reach like the leggy model is literally almost at the cap of VR chat's poly limit, which means you then can't add stuff.
Yeah,
which becomes a problem. But I mean, it's less of a problem for this because I mean, look, the rest of the body is so low poly, it's literally not an issue.
Yeah.
Like, this model is already pretty low poly in comparison to a lot of stuff that some people make.
In its current state, it looks like the Sphinx of Giza.
It does a bit. More importantly, it actually kind of looks like the plush.
It does.
I just gotta fill
looks
in...
like I could squish him.
Yeah. So I just gotta fill in this little hole at the back. And then I'll probably call it done. I know that we've gone past 11, but considering that it's literally just a hole, I want to finish that because then then I can literally just be like, I need to just texture it. So I want to finish the mesh. But yeah, so it's like I could try to condense all of these down, but they're not in too bad a state, so I think I can leave it. I just gotta work out how to convert 3 faces into 1. What I need to do is my previous trick.
Sorry for the coffin chat.
Heck, I got a rogue edge there, don't do that. Can't have an edge without a face in it. Someone who's a better 3D modeler than me could probably do this a lot less messily. I'm kind of being a bit messy about this. There we go. This is, again, it's a bit messy, but it has been done. Why are you doing a scream, Sadie? What's that for? There's nothing happening.
Because it's 11:15 and we need to go.
Yeah, she's like, I'm supposed to have a snack before I go to bed. Go to bed so I can have my snack.
To quote SSS, the cats have decided it is time to cease activities. Because in SSS, when it gets to 11 o'clock, Joy comes up and lies on the mouse pad and puts a paw on whoever is playing games.
It's adorable.
To be like, it is time to stop playing video games and time to play with me and give me food. Go to bed. Yes. Blue, go to bed. Enough futzing.
Okay, that's something.
Blue.
I've discovered something that I'm gonna have to either ask someone or Google, because that's a really awkward control of, like, if you select something and then scroll with the mouse button, it like changes the scale of it, but you have to keep the click held down. I'm like, I'm not used to scrolling with like my middle finger. I'm not used to doing that.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm not used to scrolling with my middle finger. I tend to scroll with my pointer finger, my index.
What?
Oh no, okay, time to end the stream, everybody. We can end on that bombshell.
Wait, no. This is no longer a safe space.
Oh no, yeah, this is no longer a safe space for me. I didn't realize I just said something very upsetting. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
I didn't realize I'd said something very controversial. I'm sorry.
I can't even... Oops, no, that's the wrong one. You take your finger fully off the left mouse button to scroll.
Yeah. I
don't know you. I don't know you at all, actually.
Okay, if this is a big revelation, maybe, I don't know, maybe this explains something about my games, I don't know, because obviously you can, I don't know. I don't know, it's just I've never done it any other way.
I mean, it's fine. Like, you're a human being. You do things differently to me, but like, what?
It's not that big a deal.
Yeah. I can't imagine. Oh, I guess I do sometimes.
I was just trying to use this tool. I was just trying to use this tool, and I was like, it's got like a soft select thing. Like if I click and drag this, you can see it sort of like causes a ring to appear, and that ring is like an area of effect. And while you're holding, if you scroll with the mouse wheel, you can increase or decrease the area of effect. But because I'm not used to using the scroll wheel with my middle finger, my brain was like struggling to do it, and I'm like, oh, is there a different hotkey for it? Because my brain isn't used to holding down click and scrolling at the same time.
When my hand is resting on the mouse, my middle finger is either resting on the scroll wheel or on the right mouse.
Yeah, and my middle finger rests on my right mouse. And I move my index finger to use this, and I move my index finger to use the right click or the scroll, not my middle finger. Because it's the finger that I'm more dexterous with.
Wait. Am I getting my fingers mixed up?
The pointer finger, the one you point with.
Yeah, I never take that off the left.
No, I take it off the left.
You take that off.
I take that off to use the scroll wheel. My middle finger remains on the right click permanently.
I use my thumb
to
scroll with the mouse?
to scroll with the mouse? Okay, nobody's allowed to be mad at me anymore.
No one's mad anymore.
No one's allowed
Do you
to be mad
have a
at
scroll
me
wheel
anymore.
on the side of your mouse? But I tell you why that is as well, Blue, because I usually use a laptop.
Ah.
So I need to scroll with both. So that adjustment is not big for me.
Yeah, that could be a carryover from that. Yeah, so yeah, that's the control for that, of like you gotta click and hold and drag and then you can scroll with the scroll wheel, but to me this feels
That's convenient for me.
For this feels really uncomfortable because I don't use my middle finger for that.
This is like when I found out that you can drive.
That's a bit of a difference, Carls.
No, it's not. Not for me. I use pointer for scroll and right mouse. I use thumb for PTT. I don't know what that means. I use pointer for scroll? Wait, am I the weird one? Oh, push to talk. Right.
Ah, yeah, we don't use push to talk.
This dog can drive. Do you know that meme? Thank
No,
God.
I don't. It's just the way you said it made me laugh.
Okay, I'll send you this after stream.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just futzing at the moment. This is basically done. I gotta like move that ear in so it's a bit more flat. I gotta do the opposite with this ear because it's clipping into the main. But the mesh is done. Mesh is done. Look at that. I have modelled a copy of my Arcanine plush.
Yay.
Look at that. So, don't just believe she got run over. That wasn't my fault. That was someone else. I was literally minding my own business and they hit me.
We need to end this stream.
I'm memeing. I've not been run over, for the love of God. Yeah.
No.
Right. There is no art stream tomorrow because I have to do adult things and go look at houses. But
there will be Dragon Age.
We have Dragon Age. The two of us will be back for Dragon Age tomorrow.
For people who know, it will probably be Ostagar Kakari Wilds tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Right. MMO Thursday. Couple Chaos on Friday. Saturday off. Sunday Pokemon. Friday might not necessarily be Couple Chaos because Pokemon is out. We shall see. Follow me on Twitter for updates. At some point I'll make a Discord. It's a work in progress. We love you all very much. Thank you so much for keeping us company while we work on our various projects. I will hopefully see you tomorrow for Dragon Age. Thank you so much for the coffee, and I love it. Bye.